Self-discipline isn't built in the moments when everything feels easy. It's built in the moments when every part of you wants to quit, but you don't. And here's the truth most people never hear. You're not undisciplined because you're lazy. You're undisciplined because no one ever taught you how discipline actually works. Think about it. How many times have you set a goal, felt motivated for a few days, and then slowly slipped back into old habits? Why does that happen? Why do distractions feel stronger than your own intentions? And why does willpower seem to disappear the moment life gets stressful? Here's the good news. Discipline isn't a talent. It's a skill. One you can build, strengthen, and master with the right strategies. And once you learn how to control your thoughts and actions, your goals stop feeling like distant dreams and start becoming things you can actually reach. In this video, you'll learn 7 practical, psychology-backed ways to become more disciplined, even if you've struggled your whole life. By the end, you'll understand how discipline really works and how to use it to improve your health, your mindset, and your entire future. Let's get started. Discipline matters because almost everything you want in life requires consistency. You can have the smartest ideas, the biggest dreams, or the strongest motivation in the world, but without discipline, none of it sticks. Discipline is what turns intention into action, and action into results. When you're disciplined, you start to take control of your time instead of letting distractions control you. You make healthier choices, not because you feel forced to, but because you understand their long-term impact. Your stress goes down because you finally stop racing from task to task without direction. Your confidence grows because you're proving to yourself, day after day, that you can follow through. And here's the surprising part. Discipline doesn't limit your life. It expands it. It gives you more energy, more clarity, and more freedom. Instead of constantly catching up, you're finally moving forward with purpose. That's why mastering discipline isn't just a productivity hack. It's a foundation for better mental health, stronger habits, and a more fulfilling life. The first step toward real discipline is knowing exactly what you're aiming for. Vague goals like get healthier or be more productive don't give your brain a clear direction. Instead, write your goals in a way that makes them specific and measurable. When a goal is concrete, it feels real, and your mind understands what it needs to do next. Use the SMART method: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. The clearer your goal, the easier it becomes to break it into steps and track your progress. Clarity removes confusion, and confusion is one of the biggest enemies of discipline. Discipline grows much faster when you stop pretending you don't have weaknesses. Everyone does. The difference is that disciplined people plan for those weak spots instead of ignoring them. If you know you hit snooze every morning, place your alarm across the room. If you know your phone steals your focus, set app limits or move it out of reach while you work. Being honest with yourself isn't about judgment. It's about strategy. When you acknowledge where you usually slip, you can build simple systems that make discipline easier, not harder. Awareness removes friction, and less friction means more consistency. Discipline becomes far more manageable when you stop trying to do everything at once. Each day, choose the 3 tasks that matter most, your big 3. These are the actions that move your life forward, not just the ones that keep you busy. When you focus on what's truly important, you naturally avoid wasting time on distractions that don't align with your goals. Create a daily or weekly plan that gives your tasks a clear place in your schedule. When your priorities are written down, you don't wait for motivation. You follow a structure that keeps you consistent, focused, and in control. Big goals often feel overwhelming because your brain can't see a clear starting point. When something feels too large, procrastination becomes automatic. Breaking your goals into small, actionable steps removes that pressure. Each step becomes a simple task instead of an impossible mountain. And here's the best part. Every small win builds momentum. Once you experience that forward motion, discipline stops feeling like a battle and starts feeling like progress you actually enjoy. Discipline becomes stronger when you're not doing everything alone. An accountability partner gives you someone to check in with, someone who reminds you of the goals you promised yourself. When you know another person is watching your progress, you naturally show up more consistently. Choose someone who shares similar ambitions or someone you trust to be honest with you. Even a quick weekly check-in can keep you motivated and stop you from slipping back into old habits. Rewarding yourself isn't a sign of weakness, it's smart psychology. Your brain repeats what feels good, so when you celebrate small wins, you reinforce the habits that got you there. A reward doesn't have to be huge. It can be a short break, a favorite snack, or time spent on a hobby you enjoy. These small moments of celebration keep you motivated, make discipline feel sustainable, and remind you that progress deserves recognition. Life won't always go according to plan, and discipline doesn't mean forcing perfection. It means staying committed, even when things change. That's where a plan B helps. If you can't make it to the gym, do a quick workout at home. If your schedule shifts, adjust your tasks instead of abandoning them. A backup plan keeps the momentum alive. It reminds you that consistency isn't about being flawless. It's about staying flexible and moving forward anyway. Building discipline isn't about becoming a perfect person. It's about making small, consistent choices that move you closer to the life you want. When you define your goals, plan ahead, stay flexible, and celebrate progress, discipline becomes something you create daily. If you found this helpful, subscribe and like the video.